start to the drive.
Hurry.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 24, check 24. You draw Porkers.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Allen. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get off the field, D. Regular. 51. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Allen going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Right here. 19! Middle. 6-6, bullet high. Jump. Regular.
Allen now on first down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Titans first down. 1st and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Freeman again, a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
51 the mic, boy, 51. I got him.
On play action, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Sam Martin now. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable for Grant. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Freestone, travel. He's checking. Lee Griffin.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, Miami! 51. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Pass. Bring it, guys. Fight the the pass. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Here's Allen to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Alert, alert, alert. Check three, check three.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. Monday. Check. Check.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Here's Freeman. And an alley to run. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Ready.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Cut, cut, cut.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Go.
Throwing again. Allen. Is going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That will allow them to disrupt the play.
51, come on. Ain't no such thing as a
5.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the slant.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. This is Logan, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 56. Mike, 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. John Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's good.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Hooked up by Demarius Randall. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second down and 4, Hill. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On third and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On the carry, it's Logan. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. Freeman with a fast feet, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Fire.
On first down, it's Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Okay, ready?
53 is the mic. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Now.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Martin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Hey, tight. Hey, wahoo!
Allen on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin and the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I smell fear in that offense.
Go.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike, 53. 53.
Big Griffin.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Set, hut. 6 yards. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 60 yards.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Set, ready.
They'll come out in the pistol.
3 buzz.
Rush in. Topper. Let's go. Ready.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
53's Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Go.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try now for Dawson. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Titans 42, Buccaneers 7. Phil Dawson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Stop your alert. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Check Mike. Go, Mike 51.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Freeman again. They find some open field here. 34 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hit it.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Hill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will extend this big lead.
Phil Dawson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Element wide open down the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. Now in desperation. And now here is another interception. Terrence Brooks with a pick. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Allen, they set up the screen to Martin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Dawson for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And now here is another interception. Terrence Brooks with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game.